Trojan Valley, what's up, man? USCJ here. It's the top of the morning. It's the top of the morning. Listen, I hope everybody is getting ready to get up, get out, and make some things happen this morning. Listen, we got a couple of things we got to talk about, and you guys know USC is absolutely moving and grooving right now. You guys see the title. Dennis Simmons, the wide receiver coach for the USC football Trojans, is the real MVP. I want to talk about that. I got a couple of other news and note items that we got to touch on. HOV, House of Victory, came up big. I'm going to show you guys why and tell you guys why. I believe that they came up big and they really closed the deal when you're talking about this new wide receiver, Miles, that came through, man. So, look, hit me in the comments. You guys already know where you can find me. It's going to be USCJ32 on Instagram, USCJ32 on Twitter. Listen, everybody that comes on, my algorithms continue to tell me that over 130,000 people come on this channel on a regular basis, but all of them don't subscribe. This is 130,000 every 28 days. Listen, I need everybody that comes on, make sure they hit that like button, make sure they hit the subscribe button. It helps me out with the algorithms, and it helps get this information shared out. But listen, let's talk about the real MVP. I'm going to call it right now. The real MVP is going to be Dennis Simmons. Listen, he is look, the only way I can describe Dennis Simmons, I think he's the most underrated guy. Some might have him rated higher, but to me, as far as coaches that I see that are not being talked about enough, I think Dennis Simmons is one of those guys, the most underrated, the most, I think I would say, humbling guy, one of the quietest coaches. I mean, you just don't hear from him like a whole lot. But this guy, I mean, he does his work. He moves in silence. And the way he moves is very strategic. He knows what he wants. I think he works well with Lincoln Riley. I think Lincoln Riley works well with him. And I think those two complement each other, especially when you're talking about the offensive side of the ball, what they want to do. I believe he knows Lincoln Riley to a T. He knows the style, the fit of type of wide receiver that he wants. And as a result, USC is getting these big time players. And listen, it didn't just start with the 2025 class. Listen, we got a receiver. Of course, you guys know Xavier Jordan in the 24 class, but then you go back to the 2023 class. That's where he really did his work. When you look at Jacoby Lane, when you look at Deuce Robinson, when you look at Zachariah Branch, look at all those guys we got. And even you had guys like CJ Williams who left. He's at Wisconsin now. I mean, these guys were absolutely stacked when you're talking about this USC wide receiver room. And Dennis Simmons continues to have that track record being consistent. He did it at Oklahoma. Now he's doing it at USC. And I want to salute Coach Simmons. I want to give him his flowers right now because I don't think he's recognized enough as far as the work that he does. I mean, he's absolutely thorough with his job. He's clean with it. And I like the way he's moving and grooving. But you look at the guys that he got, man, you got Miles, Jerome Miles. Look, there were some, I did a video yesterday about Jerome Miles, and some were kind of confused. And I put a note on there in the comments, 5-star Jerome Miles. I made the video, however, when he was a 4-star and it wasn't updated. My video wasn't updated. I actually was out in the field and couldn't get back to remake the video. So I just went ahead and released the one I had already. You guys know I get information about these guys being committed. So I made the video like 5 days. I made it a long time ago. And so I had the information already, made the video. But anyway, Jerome Miles is a 5-star, standing at 6'2", 215 pounds. Some have him at 6'3", but he's a monster receiver, man. You see what Dennis Simmons is doing with this guy, with these kids able to close in on a 5-star receiver. And I got more of a backstory with Jerome Miles as it relates to HOV. We're going to talk about that. And then you got Corey Sims, man, 6'4", 204 pounds. You guys know that he's a 4-star as well. Coming out of the state of Missouri, USC was absolutely able to move and groove. He had a lot of guys after him. And then look at Tanick Hines, 6'1", 185 pounds, 4-star receiver out of the state of Texas, baller. I love what I see for him. And then the next one that's Dennis Simmons, was able to close on was Ramilo Ison. That guy is absolutely a burner. I said to you guys before, he's another Zachariah Branch in the making already. I saw a kick return from last weekend. He absolutely got loose with it. I put it on my Twitter, and it's straight up go time with him. The next one's going to be James Johnson. You guys know 3-star just committed, 5'10", 181 pounds out of the state of Georgia. USC has 5 wide receivers now committed to the 2025 class, and Lincoln Riley staying true to form, and Dennis Simmons along with them. They continue to get these receivers and get high caliber receivers, and you see it right now. I mean, there's never a drop off. We got big time guys right now, man. So look, I wanted to really give those flowers to Dennis Simmons, man. That he's doing an absolute phenomenal job as it relates to the recruiting. Another person that's absolutely recognizing it is going to be this guy right here, their teammate, Julian Lewis. He put this up, man, and let's just call it what it is, man, because I know some probably it's still lingering in their mind as to, did Juju Lewis actually shut it down? Is it official? Listen, let's consider this to be a shutdown right here. He shut it down. It's no more. Look at what he put here. I guess USC had the Goodyear blimp. Yeah, the Goodyear blimp out there for him, and they had him, painted on there, and they put a picture of him. And I guess he was invited to the Wisconsin game, and he will be coming. But he announced it this way. He said, they put me on the Goodyear blimp, so I had to come home. He said, see y'all next week at the Coliseum. He says, at USC football. This is what he put on Twitter. And then he put at Jerome Miles, at Nick Hines, at Romero Eisen, at Corey Sims. And so, look, he tagged all those guys. He tagged his guys. And look, Juju Lewis is not going anywhere. Look, he's showing love to his guys that he will be throwing to. So let's just call it what it is, man. This is an official shutdown right here. You guys can hit me in the comments. You guys can tell me if you agree with me. I'm calling this an official shutdown, man. Juju Lewis has officially shut it down based on this right here, man. Hit me in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about. Now, I want to move on to this story right here. And this is what I'm talking about right here. This is Luca Evans from the Orange County Register. And he wrote a little story up about Jerome Miles. And he talked about NIL. This was kind of what he was saying right here. You guys can see it there. It's a little small, but I'm going to read it to you and just kind of let you know what's taking place because, a lot of people, there were some rumblings back a few months ago about NIL, and we've heard that NIL has made some improvements, and House of Victory actually came through with Jerome Miles. And here it is, new commit. This is from Luca Evans from the Orange County Register. New USC commit Jerome Miles, 5-star wide receiver from Utah on House of Victory NIL discussions and in his recruitment. He says they may, let me stop this thing because it's moving in my phone. This thing is moving all around here. Excuse me. He says NIL discussions on his recruitment. He says they made it to where me and my family could be very comfortable. So look, this is great news. This is a great development for the USC football Trojans because if they're making his family comfortable, that means they're going to make everybody's family comfortable. That means that USC, NIL, HOV is absolutely moving and grooving. And that's all we wanted to hear. That's all we want for this USC football team because, listen, this is the new reality. This is the nature of the game now. This is where it's at. And I want to salute the coaches. I want to salute them for actually stepping up and moving and grooving as it relates to NIL because, these big-time players, you want to make them comfortable, man. And you guys remember I told you guys last time I heard it was, it came up 12 to 15 million or whatever. It's probably more than that now sitting in there. But look, they're able to compensate these guys, man. So salute to HOV for stepping it up and getting there with Jerome Miles, man. That is a big time development. And, of course, you guys know we're not finished building this class. By the time it's done, USC, excuse me, actually broke the top 10 as well. So now we're moving and grooving like we told you this was going to happen. Moving and grooving past the top 10 now, and we're in the top 10 according to On3. And I think USC is going to move all the way up once we finish with this class, man. So hit me in the comments. You guys can tell me what you think on that. And one more thing, you guys know I have been doing every day. I haven't been doing a full review. I just been kind of breaking it up in pieces. One day, I've been talking about the running back, the rushing game, the quarterback for Michigan, and what we need to do on that aspect, that front. And I just kind of been breaking it up at the end of my videos. And I think what I'm going to do, and I'm announcing it now, Friday, I think I'm going to do a live. I'm going to do an official review with you guys. I realized after doing my live that there are so many people that have so much to offer as it relates to, this football stuff, man. Look, I'm just like you guys. I'm a fan just like you guys. And you guys know how to articulate yourself. You guys know how to talk the talk and walk the walk. And so, look, man, I think that's something I want to change. You guys give me feedback on that. I think as far as the call-ins, I think that's been going well. And we've been having like 600-700 people in the chat between Twitter and Instagram. And so, excuse me, I'm going to continue. You guys know I had a cold a few weeks ago, and this thing is still lingering. Look, I got to shake this thing off. But I think that's something I'm going to do Friday. I'm going to come up with a time. You guys hit me in the comments, and I see everybody comments, and you guys tell me what time, and I'll kind of go from there. I'm available all day Friday, so I'm actually off Friday, so we can kind of make that happen. You guys tell me what time Friday would be good for you. Hit me in the comments. Let me know, and we'll do a review together. I'm going to give you guys my input. You guys can come on as well. Give your input as well as to what needs to take place during this Michigan game. And so the last thing I want to touch on as it relates to this Michigan game is really not really just touching on it like that. It's going to be from this guy from CBS Sports. He's talking about Deanton Lynn, man. And you guys know I've been raving about him. I think the world of Deanton Lynn. I thought the world of him before we actually got him. And so, look, man, this is what he said. This is Brian Jones from CBS Sports. He's a commentator. You guys seen him before. But he said that defensive coordinator Deanton Lynn has come over and changed the mindset of the USC football defense, changed the mindset. And this is what we've seen. But they went on this big thing. They talked about it on CBS Sports. I saw it today. Let me see. I can actually real quickly before I go play a clip because I actually posted this stuff on my Twitter. But you guys can hear this. Listen to what they had to say in reference to USC real quick. Let's check this out. Let's see if I can pull it up for you guys.
Next to that Hollywood sign, and it should say Denton Lynn, because that defensive coordinator has come over and changed the whole mindset of this defense. Either you're there or you're trying to get there. And when you watch these guys swarm to the football, it's axiomatic that they're playing differently, and they do not have an aversion to contact, something we've witnessed in the previous iterations of this defense. I'm going USC because of that defense. They're going to continue to get better, and they have been bringing the funk, and why stop now?
Yeah, we've been having fun sharing clips back and forth, 18 running sideline to sideline. That could be a problem for a Michigan team that's making a change at quarterback, right? Alex.
All right, I'm going to stop it there, but that is on the game is aired on CBS Sports. And look, man, everybody, this is what I've been telling you guys. Everybody is now recognizing what USC is doing. It's go time. And so, look, sky's the limit right now for this team. And I think that this weekend is going to, we'll talk about this more on Friday, but this weekend is going to be the biggest test. We pass this test. Listen, I'm not worried about anything. I think this is going to be a big time test. And I'm not just saying because they're that effective, but I'm saying that mainly because all the things that you put together, the environment, the hostile crowd. And of course, you guys know that they still have a couple of big time players, but I'm not going to get into that because I'll really start talking about this game. But anyway, we will review this together. Hit me in the comments. Let me know what's a good time for you guys, as well as, let me know what's a good time. And we will come together on Friday and do this. Hit me in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. USCJ32 on Instagram, USCJ32 on Twitter. Until later on, everybody stay blessed. Fight on, fight on, fight on.